Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Imran. I'm Muslim Sabir, the team lead of Team Charlie, developing the online library management system. So, this is the video explaining and describing the project we have done. So, the website is being hosted online as Librarian. So, at first, we will see the login screen here. And in the home screen or in the login page or login screen, you will see the books available at the library right now, but you will not be able to borrow them currently. For that, you need to be logged in first, and if you don't have an account, try register and you can do registration. Here, the requirements are the full name, the email, the username, and the username can be only one. So if existing username is on that name you're trying to put here, that will not take. So you can set your profile from here by using an URL, but that's not necessary. You can change the URL in the login screen also. So we will log in from here, and we will firstly log in as a student. Okay. Uh, so we have logged into a student's profile, and this is the overview of a student's profile on the library management system. Here you can see the dashboard, and in the dashboard you can see many things like the overview that which is being viewed right now, and browse books, my borrows and my reservations, and the notifications and about the fines, and lastly the profile. You can update your profile as we have said before in the login screen. So in the overview, we can see how many books are currently available. It's 17, and how many books I'm borrowed right now. It's 1, and how many books I have returned so far. It's 7, and the fine, the outstanding fine, total fine I have paid uh, in these activities. And first, let's move on to the browse book section. In browse book section, we can see the books that have been in the library. We can see the quantities of the book, like this book is unavailable, and I already have borrowed this book, and this book has on copy. This book is also unavailable, but I have done a request of borrowing the book. And we can also search the book with the title, with the author name, and the category also. Okay, if I put adventure, you can see the book which is related to adventure. And if I write the author name like Daniel, then we can see the book is coming, which is Thinking Fast and Slow. So we can search the books in 3 types, with the title, with the author, and with the categories. And here is the thing that every book is being borrowed, or the books are okay. So let me show you about the borrowing system. Like if I want to borrow this book, okay, I simply click this one, and it shows that a student can only borrow 5 books at a time. That means I already have borrowed 5 books. Okay, let's see on my borrows. And in here I can see that I really have 5 books, and 3 books are on the library that I have requested to borrow. If I go to library, I can have the books, and I have on book return approval, which will be approved by the librarian or the admin. It's not been approved also. So in total, I have 5 books with me. Okay, let's return this one also. It is saying that waiting for librarian approval. Now let's log into a librarian profile. So if I log into the Librarian profile, if I go to borrow it, I can see that Naimul has borrowed, has trying to borrowing the books, which has been requested here. If he comes here, I can hand it over to him. Okay, let's hand it over to him. Okay, I have handed over 3 books to Naimul, and the books that Naimul has sent here to return. Okay, let's accept the return. Think that Naimul has come to the library to return the books. Okay, let's accept the return. Okay, we have accepted the returns also. And now let's go to that student's profile again. Look, here is the notifications that I have borrowed the books today. Okay, the 3 books I have just claimed. I got the notifications, and if I browse the book again, okay, I can see this book is unavailable, and I can reserve the book. Okay, I can reserve the book. So what happens if I reserve the book? Let's see. If I reserve the book, you get a information that reservation added to the queue. Okay, and this queue, and I've logged out. Okay, no problem. Let's logged into a Librarian to see the reservation. Okay, let's see the reservations. Okay, if I come here, I can see that a book named The Alchemist is being requested for reservation. Let's manage the book of The Alchemist. Look, it's 0 and available. If we edit the book, and like if someone returned the book, and I can also manually change the copies, available copies. It can be done by both ways. If someone returned the book, it will all automatically add it to the cart. And the first person who reserved the book, look, I am in the second position. I'm in the second position right now to choosing the book. Okay, if anyone chooses this book for the first time, he will get the book first if someone return. Okay, look, he ready to pick up. If Mumin logged into his account right now, he can accept the book coming to the library. And okay, let's manage the book and edit the available quantities. Okay, let's say 2. I updated 2. Now if I logged into the student's account, here I can see the notifications. Okay, in notifications, what is here? Here is reserved book is ready. The book I just reserved when I go for when the library added the book, when the librarian add another copy of the book, the notification automatically come to the student. Okay, here if I click that, I can borrow the book now. Okay, I was in the Q2, and as I have added 2 books. First book has already gone to the first person who is in the first queue, and the queue works first in first out. The person who the person who reserved the book first will get the book first. So from here I can borrow the book, and the logic is the same. If I click borrow, I will have 3 days of collection period. In the upcoming 3 days, I can borrow the book, or if I don't borrow the book will return to the cart. Okay, and I've told already about the reservations, notifications, and lastly the fine. If a person didn't return the book within the 7 days, the fine rate is 1 day per 1 day, so $1 per day. So if I didn't return the book within 7 days, in the 8 days, the fine amount will be $1. In the ninth day, the fine amount will be $2. And when I will be trying to return the book, that time I have to pay the fine first to return the book. And lastly, the profile thing, we can change our profile from here, from choosing photos from our laptop or computers. And here is the students things and the librarian things that I just described. Okay, let's view the librarian things again to understand the I just understand the flow properly. As you have said, I have put the wrong password and it shows the password is not valid. Okay, so in librarians point of view, in librarians overview, we can see like 5 things, and one thing is common as the profile I have showed you. I just showed you. And in the overview, we can see how many books are there, how many books are currently being borrowed by the users, the total number of the users, and the return request. The return requests are like if someone wants to be returned the book, he can just click the return, and the request will be pending. The admin or the librarian can choose to return. And if I see the manage section where the books are being added and deleted and edited, okay, from here we can add books by putting some informations like the title, the authorship, the category, and the copies. The copies must be above on or one. And description, by this we can add a book. And if we go back, we can edit the existing book that I have showed you while reserving method. So here we can edit the copies, we can edit the name, we can edit the author, we can edit the picture also. We just need to copy a URL from Google or somewhere else. Then we can put it here and the photo will be automatically generated or automatically be downloaded here, displayed here. And if we click save changes, the changes will be happening. And from the borrowed section, we can see the borrowed books, the paintings that who have like requested to borrow, like this Naimul and Mashfi have requested to borrow the books, and which will be here for displayed for 3 days. As you can see, the request date here and the deadline of the request pending. And if these 2% didn't come within the 3 days, the book will be automatically returned to the cart and it will not show pickup pending. Okay, the pickup pending will be 0. And if we see the overdue who have not returned the book in time, like Mamoon and Sifat, who they didn't return the book on time, and so their fine is being calculated every day. It's being increasing every day per $1. And we can see how many books are on loan right now and their deadlines to return the book and their fine amount. Okay, though, so these 10 students are like so consistent to their studies that they have 0 fine. Okay. And we can see the return request. There is no ongoing return request here. That's why the request is none. And how many books are returned, when, and with how much fine, we can see here from the returned. And we can see these 2 books have been returned with fine of $3. And lastly, the expired pickups. when someone requested to borrow, like in the first para, you can see that two books are being requested to borrow. If these two books are not being borrowed in 3 days, then these names and the books will be expired pickups section. Okay. And fourthly, the reservation system that I already have showed you. On this page, we can see the reservations and how many reservations are ready to pick and how many reservations have been completed. We can see all those things. The completed reservation means they reserved a book first, and when the book got available, they borrowed the book, and within 3 days they come and collected the book. When these things happens, it status calls complete. And ready to pick up means the books are ready to pick. The users can come anytime and pick the book. And lastly, profile thing, the same. So that's the same thing. Now let's move on to the admin panel. So if we move on to the admin panel, we can see that the things are same as librarian, except the last thing, the user thing. So the librarian can manage the users. These things manage the users, and the admin can also do the things that a librarian can do, like managing the books, the borrowed history, the reservations, and the profile thing. The one thing that makes this admin different from librarian is the users. Admin can manage the users. So if we see the users, we can see the total users, and if we go to the overview, we can see that the total users are 12. And if I go to the users, we can see 12 users here, and I can see their histories of last 3 activities. Like if I consider this one, mashfi@apm.com, this student has 4 active borrowing books right now. Okay, 4 active borrowing books right now, and he totally borrowed 6 books in his lifetime, and he returned 2 books. 4 book is with him already, and you can see the total books are 6, so he returned it 2. And his last 3 activities are like the book named Meditations. He picked this book. His pickup is being pending on 6/6/2026, means today. You try to book the book, and the request is being on the librarians, so he can come and pick the book. And his second activity is on these books, Introduction to Algorithms. He borrowed these books on 6. He borrowed these books on 5. Okay, and third of his activities is returning of the book Introduction to Algorithm, means this book he returned and borrowed again. And I can see these 3 activities of each of the people, everyone. And here we can see that staff's accounts cannot borrow books, so the informations are not here. And admin can make the student's existing student librarian, and also he can remove the librarian. So we have actually categories of admin. We have, in the category of admin, we have 2 admins. First one is the regular one admin, which has just been shown to you, and the second one is admin super. Okay, now we will see about his actions. So So this is a admin super's account where we can see pretty much things different from the librarian than students and the regular admin also. What makes this super admin different from the regular admin is the admin management system. And in the admin management system, this super admin can actually create new admins by putting their names, their mail, their username, and a password. Okay, this super admin can create admins, and he can also make the existing regular admin to super admin. And here is a condition that in this library management system there can only be one super admin. So if I'm as the super admin making an admin super admin, then I will be demoted to admin. So here Sifa 10 will become the only super admin and your current super admin account will become a regular admin. So if I transfer super admin, Sifa will be super admin and my super admin title will be gone and it will be only admin. So that time I will not be able to manage the admin panel. So from here I can also choose to promote admin from the users. Look, here's the librarian one first. I can make him admin, and if I see there are the students here, I can also make them admin. Okay, these are the possibilities of what admin can do. So here we can create the admin. This is the admin management panel, and the idea is generated uh, by watching a game which is called Clash of Clans, and it made my mind like doing this thing. And in the game, it's like there can be only one clan leader, and if the clan leader wants to promote someone to leader, then he will be demoted to co-leader. So here's the thing. Here's the theory. If I make the existing admin as the super admin, and he will get the power of the admin management system, and I will become the regular admin. That time I won't be able to do the admin management. So here's the project. Here is the full overview of the project as the I have shown you as the student. A student can borrow, reserve, a student can return, and student can see his borrowing book systems. And I have shown you the librarian, what a librarians can do, and what a regular admin and what system super admin can do. Okay, overall this is our project, and this project is being done by Team Charlie, and I was with you so far, MT Naimin Islam Sabir, the technical lead and full stack developer of this project. And thank you very much for seeing and watching us.